What about the
I'm wearing my Cal
Beastmaster, guys?
Clutterbuck jersey. I'm a hard hitter. All right, I got to play tough.
I'm a hard
It's the only
hitter.
thing he could do. Wasn't a
Broad
particularly
Street
talented
Boys!
individual.
I love hockey. Anyway,
Oh, is that
a lot of hockey down there, Bowie?
Hockey outfit? I totally missed the
Outfit.
reference.
Huh? Yeah.
All right,
I went
that
in
answers
my
my
walk-in
question
hockey
about
outfit closet.
how much hockey is in South America.
Dude, there's
Got
a
it.
lot of hockey. Like when I was a child, we would usually just play hockey everywhere.
Just in the street.
Yeah, I was just joking, but we do have something that's actually pretty similar to hockey.
Magnus?
It also has nothing to
Oh.
do with it because there's no like roller skaters. How do you say that?
Skates.
Yeah. So like you play, it's called bats, and you play it in the streets, and people have sticks, but you don't really have the roller skaters. I can actually show you a video.
Sounds like
of
floor
it.
hockey.
Yeah, we have floor hockey too.
Or road
It's just
hockey.
hockey
that
without
exists?
skates.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they call it
yeah.
road hockey.
It's way less popular, but it's definitely a thing.
Well,
Some
here,
people
road
can't
hockey's played
skate.
all year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like outside.
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Beastmaster
Anywho,
Marana.
Yeah,
that's
we got our
pretty nice.
Beastmaster, we got our Magnus. This looks more like day one of our DPC. These were like
like
the
this.
three big heroes.
Now I'm curious to see if this is going to be a greedy mag or if this is going to be a mid mag. I prefer the mid mag actually, just playing as a core, getting that Echo Saber, doing a lot of damage.
Oh, that's great. That's a really
So
good pick.
Good. Oh, and you still. I assume this is going to be offlane Beastmaster though, so I don't think he's going to have the pleasure.
He
of
is
using the
now.
Axe. Although if he does get the eggs, you still get the axes anyway. So
Right, exactly.
maybe you don't even use the spell. You don't even learn it as Beastmaster, so you don't give it away to Rubik.
Oh, that's the old classic Rubik counter, huh? You just don't skill your skill.
Yeah.
Counter yourself to counter him. Okay.
Brahmaro's still pretty good though. If you ever manage
That
to
only
get
works
one.
versus Morphling. Rubik will just, I mean, I guess it does work versus Rubik too, technically,
You-
but you could just not cast the spell as Rubik.
Yeah. But I mean, if you learn it, you might get tempted. So might as well not learn it.
You got
I'll
to
just
save
give him
yourself from
roar.
yourself. That's how
10
Bowie plays
seconds
Dota.
remaining.
I know my temptations.
5 seconds
Okay,
remaining.
so no ET. He definitely felt strong with that puck. I'm gonna take the throw. Do you just take Jug and all the PA? Just the standard Magnus pairings?
I
Those
guess
seem
so.
like two
We
better
haven't
ones.
actually seen PA pop up so much, so I don't know how she rates. I imagine still scary with the Magnus.
You know what?
Yeah.
What I would ban actually would be Jug and Slark, maybe, depending on what I was thinking about for my other
Slark.
heroes. I think
Okay.
Slark's like kind of good versus Beastmaster,
Yep, it's pretty good.
And
Good versus
Rana.
Marana too. 'Cause
and
of the
then
bombs.
maybe that it's okay versus the potential Medusa too.
I'd definitely be banning Jug. I still think he's
Yeah,
a little
he's
bit
number one.
criminally underpicked right now. I think we saw one game where he got picked second and he looked very strong in that game. I forget what the matchup was, maybe a PL or a Spectre. But he's
Radiant team.
I think he's first phaseable. Sven.
Interesting.
This ain't Beast Coast.
Wait, does this mean they're gonna go for some like CK or Illusion heroes? Why would you take Sven? Maybe it's just because of the
They want
the new
Jug?
Warcry
10
talent.
seconds remaining.
Yeah,
Did you guys see that talent? The 10 armor on top of
Okay,
the,
so
like, 15
so they're gonna
already
pick.
in?
You're saying they want to pick Jug, and Sven's like
yeah.
the one matchup that's
Yeah.
good versus Jug. Okay, that's a good thought.
Then
Maybe
you
a
can
little
just
obvious.
Bend the Jug.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. Like if you want to do that, wouldn't you want to ban Sven last?
Yes.
Because if they ban Jug here, then you sort of just wasted a ban.
yes, I totally agree.
You know,
Maybe they didn't had anything else they wanted to ban.
Mag is currently 4-1
Oh,
Hey, there you
across
go.
the whole DPC. Not bad. Solid start. You know, Beastmaster, by the way, still has an 80% win rate at this point with 19
80?
picks.
wow.
Ah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a lot of
Team
wins.
back.
That's a big
Okay.
number.
Hero's looking hot. Ooh, that's not a bad ban either. The Ursa. True.
Okay.
Binomista.
In fact, in terms of having a lot of games, he is by far the highest win rate. Like, there's heroes with 4 games that have Like Lena's 3-1, and you're like, oh, that's nice for 4 games. And Beastmaster's like, I got 19 games and I'm still above that. Like, get off my level.
I mean, it almost makes sense when you're talking about a hero that you're picking for a skill that isn't his ultimate, and his ultimate is a BKB piercing stun that's like absolutely god tier to drive a game. I don't know, man. That's
I mean, how many times have we seen it now with no Ags and it still looks good? We just saw it yesterday.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's fair. But still, it's like this hero used to really be a lot more about his ultimate, and now that he's got these other strengths, it's like, wow, he's really the full package. This guy does the dishes and takes out the trash.
They somehow made him stronger, even though they took out Necronomicon. That's insane.
Well, I mean, I'm waiting for the Helm of the Overlord. That's what I want to see.
Is that an Underlord's item?
No, that's
Oh, no,
that's what they
okay.
renamed it.
I for it was like how
This
the Dominator
guy.
too.
Dude, come on,
Get
keep
a lot
up,
of
Bowie.
this guy.
I don't build a freaking.
That was one of the patch notes Bowie just skipped over. Like, yep, never bought that item and never gonna buy that item. Scroll.
I mean, it does give you 2 friends now, so that's cool.
That's funny,
get 2
actually. If
engines.
you,
You can buy friends, dude.
yeah, it actually still just says takes control of 1 neutral target
5
unit.
seconds.
And it says net can now dominate up to 2 units.
By the way, does he have a cooldown when you cast it the first time? I assume he has. To.
Yeah, it has a 45-second cooldown still.
45. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
So you got to be careful with your first friend. He might leave you before your second one comes out.
Yes. Okay, so you have this Beastmaster Mirana. We're assuming it's off lane Beast. Do you just Oracle here? You get the Empower Dispel. You have the Combo Breaker.
Maybe Ench too. That
Or
hero also
Wyvern.
is pretty nice.
Dire team pick.
Wyvern's a
Oh.
good show too, actually. Wyvern's
Hello.
definitely
Trent's
spooky.
little buddy,
Whoa, bring him back.
Nice.
Mr. TP.
First hero I ever played. His name
That's
was
First
what
Brad.
hero
my-
was Jakiro.
This was my hero in Heroes of New Earth because the Treant
10
version
seconds remaining.
of Inhan had Nature's Prophets summon little
5
Treants.
seconds remaining.
So that
nice.
was really fun. He was a pushing hero and a defensive hero.
Huh.
And you could jungle with him because he had Treants, and he also had a really cool skin that was like a Mother Nature one that I always really identified with. She had green dreadlocks. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's totally me, dude.
The
I'll send you a
dreads.
pic.
PL's in though.
Yeah,
He's
that's why they
back
took
with a
the Sven.
vengeance.
All right.
10 seconds remaining.
Makes sense.
I need some more clear here. What do we do?
5
PL's here,
seconds
guys.
remaining.
Run.
What do you pick?
Oh, this was a sneaky
Go
pick, though.
Radiance, Spectre.
Can't really fit in. I guess they could, like, Ember.
I think you want to hear to go Sanjin Yasha just so you can tank the Mag RP because they have no saves besides the Overgrowth.
They left Lash.
For mid-lash, you mean?
Team
Yeah, for BINOMISTAS. I mean,
Oh.
that's actually not bad either, considering the buffs. Just more
Yes.
AoE. Set up for Arrow from the Boundless Strike.
I
Vision
wonder if
game.
you go the old Radiance build with Ags, or if you go Battlefield, you know?
10 seconds remaining.
It's a good question. I honestly don't know.
5 seconds
This is the
remaining.
first MK.
Okay.
They
I mean,
could
it
just
is
pick
cool with
Centaur
Tree.
right now, though.
Ooh.
I'm not sure this year is good enough, though. Even though they buff Monkey King, they nerf PL. You know, it's a PL with power. I don't think Sanjin Yasha Monkey King is that good, and it just feels like he needs to buy a lot of items here. But we'll see. Maybe if they can get the Lash. I actually feel like the Lash was better, like higher priority than picking Monkey King. I don't think he has something that other carriers wouldn't bring to the table.
Yeah, I think they'll probably ban it.
Yeah.
And now,
Maybe they
yeah,
just don't
so
want the Lash.
do you Centaur to get everyone out of the Wukongs, even though you have to lane versus the monkey, or do you go for something like a
Maybe
range?
that's why they went for this. Yeah, because
Yeah.
of the center. I think it's a really hard lane with the Treant, maybe. Oh, there you go. Oof, that's so good by Gorillaz-Pride. I actually think their draft is miles stronger
This is
than
really
BINOMISTAS
nasty.
right now.
That's gross.
Break on the Inner Beast. Break on the Jingu.
Yep.
Can be 3. Can be even potentially mid. If they try and mix it up with the monkey somehow. Because they might be putting this monkey mid versus the Magnus, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you enter this, and yeah, they banned. I think Lesh or Ember were significantly scarier. I mean, they have Viper, and they still ban Ember.
True.
I mean, this could be 5 Viper, right? Like we saw that once.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, and Cat really likes to play those different positions. Oh, wow. You might be right, Zari. I think you're into something here.
It's at least a flex, so something to consider with these final bans.
Uh-huh.
Then you take the Wyvern, and the flex is ready.
I don't think mag support is like playable right now, so I definitely agree with you.
I also think
Viper.
he's just really good as a core. Like I think you want your Magnus farming. You want to make use of that self-empower, get some stacks going. That's your whole jam. You can drive the game.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, they take the Oracle down. I don't think it was that good, but no.
Yeah,
Taking
that's
the
a
Primal Roar is annoying.
yeah, fair enough. I would still want to maybe ban Centaur if I'm BINOMISTAS. I don't know if there's a high chance Gorillaz-Pride take it, but it's just so good against Monkey. How do you?
You have the Treant, but then you're actually using both spells at the same time, which a lot of times is not going to be like ideal.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Is that the new counter to Centaur? Just get Treant? That's why it's good?
5 seconds remaining.
The Shard is pretty good, but I wonder if it's just because of the overgrowth.
Gyro Cat's Gyro.
It's okay.
That would actually be pretty good with PL in lane.
Yeah.
I won't let them run a roam very much.
Magic damage.
10 seconds.
So if it is a 5 Viper, what do they take, like Tide or something?
If it's core Viper, I would just take like Witch Doctor right now, I think.
Yeah, if it's core
I think
Viper,
Witch Doctor would look really nice.
Okay.
So
the Earth
it's a
Spirit.
So
5 Rubik then?
big 5, yeah.
Are they
Or
going to
mid-Earth
aggro?
Mid-Earth Spirit? Offlane Mag?
It could be. It could be.
Yeah, I mean, you could get the monkey off of you,
10
I guess.
seconds remaining.
That would
It's
be.
probably going to be Viper mid and offlane Mag, which is
seconds
surprising, right? Because I think the lane is kind of hard for the Mag.
I guess somebody had to kind of get sacrificed a little bit. We might also see musical lanes, though. That's a bit harder to do now with the lack of TPs, and they go back to the Juggernaut like this.
Okay.
Jug and Monkey together, though.
Offlane Monkey King. Okay, the throw.
All right.
Oh my god, what are we doing? So minis on the beast.
Yeah.
So we're getting the eggs, which is great for the Rubik. And Dismar is taking the Earth
Interesting.
Spirit. They still haven't figured out everyone else yet, though.
Yeah, my brain
that's a nice
hurts right
game
now.
3, I gotta say.
This is intense.
Wait, what if this is core Rub? No, there's no way. There's no way. It's core Rub.
All right, come on, GP. Let's see it here. I really don't know, Bowie. This is such an odd situation. If Cat takes the Viper, I won't be surprised.
Nah. It's got to be Cat Rubik, Tau, and the Viper.
I think so too, but they're obviously talking about something.
The other option is it could be.
Oh,
Suck the
Rubik,
Rubik.
Greedy Rubik.
5
What? Cat
seconds.
That's
Magnus?
the Brex
What?
special, dude.
All right.
It's a Cat Magnus?
Is
that good?
I don't know about this.
Oh my gosh, this is wild.
Because, like, you have this 5 mag, but the only hero that really benefits from it is their Phantom Lancer, and it doesn't really give you a great lane either. I think they ended up stuck with this mag after the Monkey King pick.
Oh man. So he's going to be an Empower bot.
We got Funky.
Okay.
A little too
Well,
funky, perhaps.
Maybe Cat can hit some clutch skewers. I guess that's like always been the hallmark of good support Magnus play.
Yep.
So fingers crossed on that one.
Interesting.
I'd rather be the BINOMISTAS, even
I
if
guess
they have an
there's
offlane monkey.
potential for this Rubik to become a god, especially since Mini's playing the Beastmaster. So, stealing those axes are going to be a lot of value. But I think their draft is super wonky. I think BINOMISTAS are ahead in this one.
There's some OG stuff where you're just like, this looks like a disaster, and then they just kind of clown and win. So we'll see if they can go to Clown Town right now.
All right.
All right.
Downtown, here we go.
The debut of Monkey King. Will the Wukong's command be effective here? Bear,
Big
we're
buffs.
going to need some help again on this one. Are you ready? Are you up to the challenge, pal?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, looking at these drafts, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like G-Pride have flexed so hard they're going to pull a muscle soon, swinging all these heroes into different roles. I was as confused as the panel was, but we've got a Pos 5 Magnus, and it is with a Phantom Lancer who we've seen perform exceptionally well, even after those nerfs, Steven, haven't we?
Yep, I think it's a great hero. I'm glad that they went back for it because game one, it was incredible for them. This time around, they had a different strategy. They went for the Magnus so that BINOMISTAS don't go for the Phantom Lancer, and then they went for the Phantom Lancer themselves. What's interesting though, Gary, is we're in a patch where Monkey King is preferred to be off lane than the Beastmaster, and the Beastmaster is going mid.
Yeah. It's bizarre, isn't it? Well, I
Yep.
guess with this Aghanim Scepter Beastmaster, it can do a hell of a lot.
Yeah, I think it's
Monkey
going to be really nice this game, especially against the PL. You know, it's okay against the illusions. You can kill those things. They can dispel them, unfortunately. But the timing early game where you're constantly shoving the lanes in and being able to pressure is going to be giving Juggernaut a better time farming up behind you.
Absolutely. And musical lanes Zyori brought up. Do you think we're going to see that? Lane swaps, TPs around? Because it's been a while since we've had that kind of nonsense going on.
So I think the lane swapping would only work if they need this Viper to be on the lane with the Monkey King. But because the Monkey King is going to be on the side lane, then the lane swaps won't really amount to too much, I guess. Like the Rubik against the Monkey could be nice, but then the PL into the Juggernaut plus 3 is also going to be really hard for the PL regardless.
So G-Pride is going to keep their heroes where they naturally move towards in their lanes. As it looks like we've got a little bit of an FPS problem for some of the G-Pride players. Just going to try and disconnect and reconnect, get back in.
It's a very greedy build from the position 5 Magnus as well. Bracer first item as a 5.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yep.
So,
I mean, it looks like he wants to just right click, I guess, and try to get some attention onto him, but I don't know about this one, Gary.
yeah, we used to see, the boots first, even just spamming regen, buying a load of Sal's and Tangos and stuff to keep your PL alive. But yeah, definitely going to be an interesting one. Who is he going to be laning against? Because, we see Benny, Nuages, and Jupiter kind of all around that top portion of the map, and it looked like Monkey maybe wanted to go down towards bottom lane.
Yeah, they were thinking maybe the Rubik was going to go safe lane, but I guess if the Juggernaut does go top with the Treant, they will be able to get free farm. I still rather have the Monkey against the PL. In this situation, just do the normal lanes. Let your Monkey King have a good game. If he stays bottom and he's up against like Rubik and Earth Spirit, maybe there's potential for him to die, especially when the Mirana wants to roam around. So rather your Juggernaut just chill bottom. He's going to be the unkillable hero. Let the Monkey go top, beat up this Phantom Lancer, sit there forever, become a secondary core in this game.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh wow, they saw him drop the word. Sexy fat.
Yeah, Argus and Cat both there.
no money from... No sentry from the position 5, though.
He's got a bracer. And they'll probably know that with that Monkey King there, there's a large number of BINOMISTAS heroes around. And Monkey King even just going to plant himself on the top of that bounty rune spot.
Yeah.
And we'll get the
this
2 for 2.
Signal G-Pride to actually make the PL go bottom, possibly. Like, look at the way that Argus is moving. He's going to go all the way around, not go into the ward. Let BINOMISTAS think that the PL is going bottom, but they're not going to fall for it. They're going to send the Monkey top regardless, and I like this move from BINOMISTAS. You really want your Monkey King to be a secondary core in this game, I think, because he can deal with the Phantom Lancer really well, too.
Yeah, especially if he, we might not see the Battle Fury from him, but even just a Maelstrom, right? Maelstrom, Boundless Strike. You got ways to deal with some of those illusions.
Command, so good as well.
And they do see the PL Magnus now under that additional Observer Ward top. So they'll realize that they've made the correct decision. PL with a Magnus against that Mirana Monkey. And Lance level 1 into the arrow and secure a couple of range creeps. That's pretty much how that lane's going to go. As mid lane, oh god, look at that! It's nearly first blood. Tao has gone straight on in there. He's hit level 2 and he's cracked it. Beastmaster turns around with the axes of the boar. Oh shit, that was close. He'll trade back at the very least, but first blood goes to the Viper.
Oh man, this is where I think Mini was wishing he had a Fairy Fire. A lot of Beastmasters mid go for Fairy Fire first item. That would have been the factor.
Saving grace, yeah.
First blood, yeah, exactly.
And now bottom lane, Greedy, the Pos 3 Rubik being chased down. Benny and Nuages trying to stick on top of him. They do have a spin here. I guess without the Nature's Grasp, I don't have that slow.
It's only level 1 too. Not gonna do too much damage on the early levels, and you definitely don't want to be going on the Earth Spirit. He's got boots of speed. He's very tanky. Rubik gonna sit behind the ES. If you ever find Greedy though out of position, that's the time you want to go. Oh, here we go, Greedy. Oh, gonna dodge the Nature's Grasp.
Nice TP.
Back.
Gets back to
You
his
gotta make
tier 1.
sure the Nature's Grasp actually lands on the enemy hero.
Yeah, you do. And he's got a couple of salves on Greedy there, so he's going to heal back up. Also looking like he's queuing up. Yeah. Also going to be queuing up a bottle. So they're going to have double bottle. Tower with one on that Viper, gathering up some water runes. Counterpart Mini also has one. It doesn't look like the Beastmaster's going to get his hand on that rune.
That's nice. If Talking can also go and pick that up. Nope, Mini's going for it now.
It does mean Tao just shoves that wave with Nether Toxin straight into the tier 1, and that's going to happen over and over again. Already, that Tao has lost a couple of hundred HP, and he's blocking the Beastmaster away from this lane.
What
Level
is this
4
build
Viper.
from Viper, actually? Level 2 Nether Toxin, 1 level in Corrosive Skin, and 1 level in Poison Attack?
A bit of everything.
Oh my god, I want to puke.
That's what Viper's doing right now. Throwing out that Nether
This is an
Toxin.
incredibly bad build. I'm just saying, Gary.
Not a
Like,
fan.
you just keep level 1 Nether Toxin, you get your Poison Attack maxed out, that's how you get kills on heroes. Level 1 Poison Attack is an awful spell. It's just 4 damage per second. Like, it actually doubles once it's leveled up.
That does make a lot of sense. So, would you prefer like 2-2-0, or you literally just want Nether Toxin level 1?
One
and-
level in Nether Toxin. You don't
and that's
even
it.
need that spell apart from like the early stages, and even for jungling, 1 level is good enough.
I am watching this battle between Cat and Jupiter. I'm keeping my eyes on them. Some funny stuff there. There's, there's an arrow, there's leaps, there's skewer, there's all sorts of stuff. They're kind of just battling with each other.
TP.
Salve and TP.
Salve and TP. Yep. He wants to go punish the monkey. To be honest, if the monkey's 1v1 in the PL, that's a huge win. Like, Cat, Jupiter should be very happy with just entertaining Cat the whole time. Because the PL would naturally lose his lane very hard.
Yeah, and again, it's that concept of your core, your side lane core, getting farm and also shutting down the opponent's POS 1. It's still going to take a little bit of time here, for Cat to get the levels in the Empower. He is starting to stack up some camps. But you do need to come out the laning stage with some levels on this Magnus. And how's that bot lane been going in the meanwhile? I've neglected to look down there in a little bit. Juggernaut free farming, as you expect.
It looks like it. I mean, Rubik can't really stop him from free farming, especially with the kill threat from the Treant plus the Juggernaut, the Nature's Grasp. And this is what we kind of expected with the lane setup. Monkey King versus PL, then Juggernaut also having a good time bottom. If he has good enough levels and Treant continues to pull, it's going to be really nice because G-Pride don't really have the heroes that can rotate to the Jug and kill him.
So then we need to start seeing Dismar on this Earth Spirit, make some rotations. He's going to have
Definitely.
Tranquils pretty soon. He's got Smoke and a TP.
I think he's going to need
Yeah.
to kill this Beastmaster once or twice with the Viper.
Absolutely. Beastmaster is about to crack level 6. The roll misses. Mini makes a little step back. He's actually going to go
Talos
jungle
level
now.
6 now. No, he's maxing Nether Toxin? This is like one of the worst scaling spells in the game, Gary. And it's got 3 levels in it already.
So what's the reason for that? Is it just wanting
I
to
don't
push
know.
this lane out more consistently?
Maybe he just wants... you can do it with level 1. He wants to push it like a millisecond faster, I guess.
Interesting. I guess it is the spell that they've kind of picked it for, against Beastmaster, against Monkey King. But yeah, interesting
I'm sorry,
choice there.
there's actually no justification for this.
Okay,
There's just none.
I'll stop trying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We can start looking at other lanes because
Absolutely. You're done with it. You don't want to watch that anymore.
I don't.
Look up towards top. Monkey King is just getting that free farm now. He's actually bullied the Phantom Lancer away. And Cat and Argus here trying to stack, pull, reset this lane equilibrium. Empowered Phantom Lancer clearing out a small camp. Bounty runes at 6 minutes.
this feels really bad
Mirages.
if you're a PL. That being kicked out of the lane this early because of the lane matchup. Not just jungling. I would have loved to have seen G-Pride just abandon this Rubik bottom, let him sit there with his boots, spamming out waves with Fade Bolt and right-clicking Jug, get the Earth Spirit to go top and kill this Monkey King once or twice. Because Mag, Earth Spirit, PL can definitely make that happen. You got 2 slows, and then you can get the Skewer into the tower, get a kill or 2 on him, get back some of that lost XP and gold from Monkey's Denies.
Especially in the early levels, like Monkey King, a hero that, levels kind of 1 through 4, he is very susceptible to getting tri-laned or jumped on. Well, he's had a free old time there. As we did lose a courier.
Okay,
Penny.
we got a 7-minute Boots of Travels on Viper, by the way.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's pretty hot. That's pretty damn good timing.
Yeah. It's very fast. I mean, he's just been farming with the Naruto. Like, he's not even trying to do anything on the map at the moment. Or get kills on this Beastmaster. Just playing for the farm. Just shoving the lanes out. He had a nice triple stack there on the big camp made by his team.
I've got a roar onto Cap. Arrow and axes are there too. We'll find that takedown as well as also scouting and clearing through some of these stacks, which we've seen a number of times now. Incredibly important, not only to take it away from the empowered Phantom Lancer, but also accelerating the Aghanim Scepter on Beastmaster.
Oh my god, Gary. He's got a 4th point Neurotoxin. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking about this. Never mind. 4th point. Jesus. This is the first time I've seen this. Legit.
It used to be the build when you had like the
When it
the
was
spell
cooling,
lifesteal
when it had
time with
better
Veil.
cooldown. It would have had a better cooldown, right? Now it's just like 14 seconds. Doesn't scale with the cooldown. It's just some damage. But yeah.
When was that? It was like first Epicenter when we're thinking about like 3-4 years ago when that was the
Oh, look at the
build.
monkey.
Back in the Dire Jungle, yeah, Monkey King with a Rubik. They will get in here with a Viper and Sexy
That's
Fan.
fine.
It looks like he's gone a bridge too far. They're bound to strike there. He doesn't manage to stay alive against 5 Dire heroes who do collapse to defend their jungle. It's all space though. Benny free farms bottom lane. Like you were saying, Greedy can't really stop that from happening. It's a very, very odd game. The draft was a little bit wonky, like Bowie said. They've flexed all these heroes into kind of weird positions.
I mean, the thing is, Radiant is winning pretty hard right now. They got the top tower. They won 2 lanes. Beastmaster just does Beastmaster things. Doesn't matter who he lanes against. He's not going to beat that lane. He's just playing for farm to get his Aghanims. So once he gets his Ags, that's when he's online. And right now, everything is on this Viper to try and do something. But Viper has a very farm-intensive build, and he needs a lot of levels before he's still in fighting shape. Like PO, he's struggling because the Viper is taking most of his farm in the jungle. He's level 6 on the PL still, Gary. It's 9 minutes into the game.
Yeah, he's going to have to start like farming Ancients or something. Get back into that right-hand triangle. And G-Pride, they're wasting a lot of time here. Still sticking around in that jungle, waiting for anyone to come back up. Cat's probably going to go and stack some more camps. And Viper returns to the mid lane, realizing he can continue doing a bit more damage to that tier 1. But all the chip damage he's done, all that Nether Toxin push and slowly shove in, it's going to get negated by this Nuage's Treant. He's healing it up with the living armor. So it's not as though they've
definitely
even got
And
themselves
he's
an
chilling
objective.
here. Yeah, he's chilling here now too.
Just sit mid, defend.
Yep.
And
And this
Mini-
is where, like, has he even
gonna
used
say-
his Boots of Travels TP once yet on Tal?
Once.
Like, he just
He TP'd
has-
from top
okay.
jungle into mid lane.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. But yeah, they're not putting on any pressure. They seem pretty content
Beastmaster?
just to keep on farming. Beastmaster,
Getting
yeah, he's
on
going to
him.
get struck by the Viper, but where are
He's
the
out.
stuns? Where's the kills? He's just going to TP
out.
home.
Yep. No damage.
Mirana also causing issues, dragging them around. They are just wasting so much time chasing ghosts in their own jungle. Maybe if they catch this Mirana, it'll be at least a little bit worth it for their supports, but the leaps over to
He
the
can
high
TP
ground.
out
And now, yeah,
if he
exactly.
wants to. He's just playing with them. He's just like killing their creeps and, you know, creating
Down
some
bottom.
chaos. Maybe
As
get
a
some
Wu comes
couriers.
up to the Viper, Tau. What's he done down here as he boots have travelled into the middle of them all?
See if your poison's good for cleaning off blood.
PL's courier is
Viper-
dead too now. Some more
Oh,
gold.
no.
Yeah, Viper just died. Like, he's the highest net worth hero, just fed so much XP. Juggernaut now level 10.
Radiant's middle tower
So happy.
is under attack.
Like, this is the freest Jug game ever right now, Gary. He has 0 heroes pressuring him.
He is super happy. He's going to have, what, 12.5-minute Battle Fury? Like, they're going to find the Mirana at long last. Takes 3 or 4 heroes to track back and finally find her. And they know about this high ground observer ward too. Cat going to plant down a sentry. Yeah, get rid of that vision at long last.
Wow,
it feels
that
like
Obsword gives 146 gold. Jeez.
nice money.
Yeah. Back in my day, dewarding Obsword didn't give you any gold. And sentries costed 100 gold.
And you had to buy 2 at a time.
100 gold each, so you had to buy 200 gold for 2 sentries. And dewarding gave you nothing.
That was stupid. I'm so happy with the support changes they've made over the years. Oh. But yeah, every step the G-Pride make, it always feels like a step backwards. Like they're going back onto their side of the map behind tier 3s to hunt Mirana, to chase her down. They're forcing people out of their jungle. They're not invading anywhere. Viper, you know, trying to TP out onto these lanes to accomplish stuff. But it's just a losing battle on every front. Aghanim Scepter's pretty much here for Mini.
Really hold anybody down too. He's only got 2 levels in the poison attack. Went for the level 2 corrosive skin here too. Like the thing that makes Viper so powerful, he's not able to do it. And he's going for a right click build here.
So is there a timing you see? Is there a window like 20 minutes in where it's like Phantom Lancer timings?
Well, Phantom Lancer, if he gets to the Diffusal plus the Manta and then the Shard, they could have some fighting potential, but I think BINOMISTAS are going to hit those timings faster. Beastmaster, he's 100 gold away from the Aghanims. Not the fastest Axe timing, but good enough. Juggernaut, he's already got Battle Fury, and he's just free farming.
Oh yeah.
No pressure on him.
He's going to get ahead of the Viper pretty damn soon. And PL, he's starting to catch up a little bit, but he needs Cat there constantly for this level 4 empower. And it looks like Viper and Earth Spirit were setting up top lane. They're under a Hawk, unfortunately, and Mini, he's kind of baiting them. He knows they're both there. They TP 3 heroes in behind him. Jupiter, Nuages, as well as Benny. So it's a level 5 Mirana 14 minutes in, though, Theban. You know, Jupiter has caused a lot of havoc and chaos, not only for the opponents, but for himself, it looks like.
Yeah.
Finally.
The Mirana's going to be okay as long as she gets to that Eul Scepter. I mean, she's made a lot of space. Their 3 cores are extremely farmed. So if you get to the Euls, that's going to be okay. You're going to be able to use the Rio PL because you can see the Empower on him. Remove that. Get an arrow maybe if the illusions are somewhere else.
And I guess you do have a level 9 Treant because that's been happening. He's just been sitting on, sitting on lanes, defending mid, defending bot.
I have a feeling he's the one who... Oh, this one?
Yeah, they catch the Earth Spirit. He is absolutely dead. Now the Moonlight Shadow to retreat. Viper can't get in there.
Doing work now for the Beastmaster. By the way, Gary, I played as Beastmaster. I played at position 4. I went max axes, 1 level in Beast, and then stats. And guess what? I had the 2nd highest damage in the game.
So not a single... Didn't even bother with Call of the Wild?
Nope. Just
even for the
spam
Hawk?
axes. Not even the Hawk.
Wow.
I mean, I got it later, obviously, in the game once I couldn't level stats anymore.
When you had no other choice.
Yeah.
Okay. If I must.
I mean, it's really nice because you get really good HP, mana, and
you get
using Call. It costs mana too. It's 75 mana just to use the thing. I mean, wouldn't you rather just use axes to farm?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, farm heroes as well. Well, Monkey King, level 11, he's got a Witchblade queued up, so not going to go that Maelstrom route. Went for the Hood to tank himself up, because he's going to be that first point of contact in these fights.
Exactly. He's playing that position 3 role. I think it's good, because the Beastmaster is like Spellcaster. He's never going to be going deep into a fight. He's just chilling in the back, very much like a Rubik. Rubik is trying to become a Beastmaster, by the way, by buying Ags first item, but it's very much delayed. Plus, if you buy the Ags and you get the axes, like it feels good because you can push lanes out and such, but it also feels bad because the point of Ags is to get multiple spells, and you're gonna be stuck in that mindset where you just want to keep the axes only.
All I want are axes. I guess he's got the Arcane Supremacy as well, so if he does...
It's
or
really good.
rather, when he
You're a
gets
better
axes,
version. Your axes are a better version of Beastmaster's axes.
Oh, for sure. 26% spell amp and the cast range, being able to chuck them from such a long range. And he's going to be able to defend this mid lane just with the Magnus and the Rubik there, zapping down the creeps.
Yeah.
So the
and this is
BINOMISTAS...
BINOMISTAS' problem right now. They're not like collapsing on the mid tower properly, going from the back. And 17 minutes in the game, tower's still up. That's real bad. I think that's always been BINOMISTAS' problem. I think just the mid game decision making, how to take objectives.
Well, this would have been much better, but a good skewer out means Cat has created a bit of a gap, but the Axe's damage takes the Magnus out as the Wukongs does get thrown in there. They lift, drag back the Beastmaster into the Nether Toxin as Dismar rolls in with the Magnetize. The Juggernaut spinning very aggressively past that tier 2 mid lane. He's got to make a hasty retreat. The rest of his squad dropping low to the Magnetize. They've got bottle charges, got a bit of regen, and Healing Ward is back up for the Jug. So they do get the pick and the push into that mid tier 1 from the top of the tower, forcing a Glyph. It looks like G-Pride still want to stick around and fight here. Maybe go for a deny. No, they decide better of it.
Well, they got the tower, and Mini doesn't die. They use the Earth Spirit Magnetize there. I would love to see BINOMISTAS just go back in there, do the same thing. Juggernaut's Omni Slash couldn't do too much in the engagement. Didn't get any kills. But it was nice to have, for BINOMISTAS that is, to get the PL and the Viper to go middle and try to defend that tower. Because that means at least when you were making this play, they also couldn't be farming.
And they couldn't be pushing bottom lane either.
Mm-hmm.
This map is starting to become very open for the BINOMISTAS. Top tier 1, mid tier 1 means that kind of top 30% of the map is all theirs, and that includes the Roche Pit. Well, the Dire team's still in this position where they're just waiting for that next item. Next item, Viper's BKB. Manta style on Phantom Lancer, Aghanim Scepter on Rubik. So it is going to be like, what, 22-ish minutes where they probably feel like they can play their draft and play some Dota 2 with the heroes they've picked.
Yeah, they gotta get that shard going after the Manta. You know what I want to see right now, and I think Mini is making a huge mistake not doing it, is Roshan right now. He's got the Ocean Heart. He can just sit outside the pit, just throw the axes onto the Roshan, get the kill on it. Like, his teammates are strong enough. They just gotta force it. Like, this Aegis is huge. It's a lot of XP and gold. And it's a big wasted opportunity with this Axe Beastmaster.
Especially when you've got, like, Wukongs and Nature's Grasp and Overgrowth. A roll down into bottom lane, but Nuages is already in the trees. Doppelganger over them, tries to spot him out.
Got the mag. Where'd the arrow?
Not sure about that. Cat gonna fake pump the RP. Poison attack's coming and a roll forward from Dismar. Jupiter surviving through that. Grove Bow and Viper causing some issues. Some TP's down to bottom lane. Phantom Lancer. He felt that one coming. Monkey King, he can't make the leap. He gets spotted out. Mana Burn and the inhibit there, slowing him down as well. Magnus and Viper both TPing bot to try and aid their Phantom Lancer. This is now a Treant with a Meteor Hammer, though, so bot lane, not only can you not push into tier 1, but he's going to be shoving back just as hard.
It's very strong, and he keeps healing up that tier 1. It's so annoying for G-Pride here. But you know what, Gary? Greedy, he's got the axe now. He's also stolen the axes. The lanes are going to be impossible. Yep, everything's going to be pushed out. The big problem I see here for BINOMISTAS is their late game. I'm not sure it's better than G-Pride's. I think G-Pride had the Phantom Lancer effect. They got good amount of disables. Man is going to get Blink Dagger later. And BINOMISTAS are just not getting enough out of this map, in my opinion. They should have already taken this Roshan. They should have been surrounding like the top side of the map. Maybe even collapsing everybody bottom, taking these tier 1s. All these towers should be melting right now. Beastmaster has had Ags for about 6 minutes. And they've only been able to get like one objective, I think, out of it.
Yeah. I think you were right about that Roshan. Yeah, they could have quite easily, after that mid lane fight, gone back and potentially taken it. I'm just thinking back to the decision for this Viper to go that max Nether Toxin. You know, it did put him in a decent spot, got him these early items, got him some net worth. But we always talk about that trade, right? He's given himself a good time, you know, importantly.
Yeah.
But he's also not negated, you know, any of the opponent heroes. He's not put pressure on, and he's not taking that mid tier 1. It's still pretty much full HP, and now they're at a point where they can't really approach the tower anymore.
I mean, if you see a Viper who didn't go that toxin, they'd probably be in the same position right now. But I would assume the poison attack build would have got you 1 or 2 more kills. Like he's 1, 2, and 1. He ran into jungles and stuff, but he couldn't really hold them down without the max out poison attack to do damage for him. So I don't know. He's gonna have a BKB pretty soon, and I think scaling wise, he's got to the point where it's just a normal Viper, and normal Vipers can still scale very well nowadays with the talents.
Oh, I absolutely can. I'm just got to be worried about this Juggernaut now. 11,500 net worth for Benny. And he's moving into your jungle. So not only are they claiming farm on their side of the map, defending their towers, but they're encroaching on the Dire side too.
Please,
and they can take the outpost.
Roshan. I swear, they're gonna wait to take Roshan when like Magnus already has Blink Dagger.
What, 700 gold away?
It dies in under
They have to
30
go now.
seconds, Gary. It dies in under 30 seconds. Yeah, they just got the D ward on the top side too, so they don't even know if you do Rosh anymore.
RP bottom. Cat has skewered in for this, kicking the tree in the back. There's a lot of heroes there surrounding Nuages, and finally they've got rid of the pesky tree who's been holding onto that bot lane.
Oh, hey, 4 heroes bottom. Let's go Rosh, guys. Top. Oh.
Nope.
Finally. He's done
Yes?
it. Benny's pinged the Roshan at last.
Are they pinging? Oh,
Yeah,
they're in the
Benny
pit.
pinged it. Benny pinged it. And Minnie's like, oh, you're right. I'm a Beastmaster. I can do Rosh. I forgot.
We can kill this in just a matter of seconds. And they've got an arrow as well to help them out. So bottom
He's not
tier
even
1,
throwing the
glyphed up,
axes.
buying even more time for them. But he's not throwing axes. He's so concerned about his mana pool.
Radiant's bottom tower
I can kill it
Wait,
without
is there
them
a
anyway.
patch where the axes don't work on Roshan anymore or something that we don't know about?
No, the only change was that if you're smoked, he runs around, right? He kind of gets aggroed by the axes. I'm pretty sure that was the only change to it.
bottom tower is
Okay.
under
Because they didn't remove the ability to do it, they just stopped people from smoke doing it. Juggernaut now with Aegis. Just going to sit mid, clear out that wave. Treant can go back to his regular daytime job of holding on to bottom lane. This map just keeps getting smaller and smaller for G-Pride.
Noah's just having a
Phantomancer
very
is-
chill game, Gary. He's just like, just gonna stay here. I'm gonna farm. Team, you do whatever you want to do. If you can win the game for me, that'll be nice.
Yeah, you go and deal with all those heroes and all the waves and lanes. They're mine. Phantomancer probably feels pretty good right now, though, right? Manta Diffusal Blade, is this the time where G-Pride want to smoke and play?
Well, he's got the, like you said, the shard, and that's it, right? Like, it's go time. If ever there was a time to go and fight, it's now. I mean, maybe they might wait for the Blink Dagger on Magnus. He's got 200 gold to that, which is a pretty big item, to be honest. Yeah, he's got it now. So it's small. They're gonna smoke up after this. I'm telling you, Gary. I think BINOMISTAS, they've really dropped the ball again this game
Oh, they're going to see it.
in the mid game.
That Radiant Observer Ward sees it. So they know Mag has Blink, they know he has Smoke, so they're going to be prepared for it.
Oh yeah, but the question is it enough just by being prepared for it? Because this is a shard PO plus Mag RP plus BKB Viper.
And a roll onto bottom does mean Nuages gets closed in on, caught up with a greedy lift, has the axes still. Lose the Treant down bottom. It looks like Cat is just showing on that mid lane anyway, so they'll know that the Blink Dagger is there regardless. But it's constantly G-Pride having to come back and deal with this top lane. You know, Mini is pushing that out relentlessly into the tier 3. I have to make some kind of incisive move. Especially for mid tier 1 being alive at 23 minutes is such a hindrance to your map control. Probably
definitely.
a little afraid of the Aegis in the Juggernaut's hands as well. We saw that the other day, where they literally waited, right?
Waited?
For the Aegis to expire before, like this.
Oh, right.
Who was it?
Can't remember who it was. It was yesterday at the game against Thunder Predator, right?
And just literally sitting in base waiting. It was infamous, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was infamous. They were just chilling. But this is the thing now is you're playing against Treant. You know, you can't take the tower, so you just farmed. And it's got to the point where G-Pride's heroes are strong enough where they can just mow down through Treant's armor, living armor. It won't matter anymore. So,
Unfortunately,
Spirit
though,
getting caught.
Dismal walks up the high ground. Good go Scepter, but the spin from Mini.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I also see Cat. Yules but no arrow. They've got a leap forward into the skewer and that jump in with the Omni Slash. Takes down the Magnus.
So they use
Just
the
a
Omni
small
though.
misstep.
That seems like a opening to me for G-Pride to get, like, revive and smoke up with the Mag and the PL here.
Go and force something.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's time to force something here.
How do you want to approach it, though? Like, do you smoke from your base through top jungle, like around behind them into mid?
Alright,
Reclaim your triangle?
You smoke through your base and you just run down middle. And catch the first person who tries to push out the mid wave.
The contact play. Touch and go. See someone, kill him.
They got one.
Telekinesis,
Beastmaster.
catch Beastmaster. He's got a BKB and a Roar. Viper gets caught up in it, and a Wukong's command from Sexy Fat. Inside that
big
overgrowth,
ulti.
trapping them. They're focusing Arges as Phantom Lands are dropping low with no Doppelganger, but Greedy and Tower, the two casualties, trading back for new Arges, but they've slain them all 3 in a row. As
low.
Mini, with these axes, cleaves them all apart now. Phantom Lands, the Doppelganger to the high ground. The axe is still going.
They went
They'll
just a little
survive.
too early, Gary. The Magnus wasn't really fully alive yet to go in with the RP play. And that Wukong's was amazing. Comboed up with the overgrowth. They just were stuck in there taking so much damage. Did you see the fight recap? I couldn't catch it, but I'd have loved to have seen who did the most damage there.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah. G-Pride, I think they really butchered their one chance to... Oh, here we go. Look at this. Beastmaster's getting gone on. Magnus is still walking from the base. He walks out a bit. Here comes the big Wukong's overgrowth. Viper's taking so much damage. Beastmaster just walks back around, doesn't care. Magnus, he jumps the guys on the left side, ignores the Beastmaster, and they're also low. But the PO just took way too much damage in that engagement because the Wukong's plus the Battle Fury Juggernaut.
Exactly, it was like a pretty damn good RP and skewer. It's just very sad that Phantom Lancer was sitting on about 300-400 HP and just had to run away.
He's gone for
Maybe
the
you could've
Aether Lens first too, Gary, before going for the heart. I don't know how I feel about that.
There's a lot of gold invested.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
it's a lot.
That's very interesting. Rubik. There's the Yules. Great silence from the Earth Spirit, but they've still got the big BKB. Mini pops it just to kill him off. No more stealing my axes, Greedy. That's mine.
Kind of confused. They used Roar and the Omni Slash for the Rubik kill? Who was gonna save him? Jeez, they hate that guy. They really hate him.
And you're just getting reclaimed. Yeah, I think Mini probably made that call. You know, BKB, Raw, Omni Slash, kill the Rubik at all costs. Do not let him steal my axes. But he'll respawn in 20 seconds.
I think it was more detrimental, like that Juggernaut uses Omni Slash there, than getting the Rubik kill. Again, like good teams, they would see that as an opening and try to go out there and fight while the Omni is on cooldown. Juggernaut, no, that's his main damage source. He doesn't have the shard yet for the Blade Fury DPS to be significant.
And it's kind of his teamfight reset tool as well if he gets gone on. Kind of popping in and out of the fight. I do catch the Rubik, smoking out of the base. Yeah, the Mirana, Jupiter, Wukong's command. Sexy Fat thinks about it, and an Invis rune there as they do blink RP. Solo catching Monkey King. Sexy Fat dragged back in with a skewer. Beastmaster with the axes. Chucking him out, but just leaving the monkey to die as the roll forces the BKB out from Mini. He's still going for it, roaring the Earth Spirit. They don't have any more follow-throughs. The arrow catches an illusion or a creep in the middle lane. Just the one kill there for G-Pride. Still asserting a little bit of dominance, a little bit of map control for them.
Just one MK kill, buying a little bit of time for the PO to farm up his heart. Yeah, I really think this Aether Lens was a mistake. Like, you can go for the Octarine build, I'm okay with that, but just don't buy it before the heart. The shard is good, get the heart first so your illusions are really tanky, your hero's tanky, you can stay in the fights longer. As it is right now, if you're stuck in a Wukong's or the Beastmaster throws a few axes on you, you're just like out of the fight already.
Yeah, I could even understand like buying a Void Stone. Thinking, hey, I've got some mana problems. I'll buy a Void Stone. Later on, we'll turn this into the Octarine core.
Yeah, because
Going for
all
the
this
full
really
lethal
gives
lens,
you is 200 range for your Spirit Lance. Like, whoopee-doo.
Yeah, and you've already got a decent amount.
Radiant's middle
Well, I don't get too much off the back of that. Tier 1 still defended by Nuage's Treant. We've seen this story before. They're going to kill, they can't push, they can't move anywhere, and they're going to start losing a courier down in the secret shop. Scouts out the Monkey King. He'll leap across the canopy, away from that Earth Spirit.
Okay, Bowie's trying to convince us the doppel cast range
Oh yeah.
with the Aether Lens.
The Diffusal Blade cast range!
I mean, it's pretty big cast range on Diffusal Blade, that is true. But I get just buy it after the heart, man. Wait, no, he's changing
He's not going
his
hard
build?
anymore.
Oh, snap.
Why?
That's a problem, too. I mean, with
Juggernaut
this
is
build,
buying button.
Gary, with this build, like, the illusion's gonna die so fast that your shard won't even be significant anymore.
Yeah, I guess Juggernaut has Butterfly coming, but still a little bit weird as they find Dismar's Earth Spirit. Good force staff, RP onto the Mirana. Focus onto Jupiter, but the Moonlight Shadow there, forcing the dust, self-fuels, and multiple leaps ready. Get the Mirana out of danger around this roast, but they've got the roar, the jump onto the Rubik, focus greedy, take out that axe-stealing bastard as the Omni-Slash, it jumps back onto the real PL. They actually catch him. They'll focus down on Darkness. The arrow is going to land into the backside of the little Catman. Now Viper struck by the Boundless Strike. Sexy Fat finds the additional kill because Tau didn't press his BKB. Throws out the Nether Toxin, but it is a disaster for G-Pride. Benny on a killing spree. Roshan alive in 20 seconds, or high ground ready to be pushed.
I think I'm gonna put my stamp on this game. BINOMISTAS, they've done it. I see PL's build, I see Demon Edge.
Double damage.
Yeah, he's not carrying this game.
Doesn't look like it.
You know what happened in the last
like
fight, Gary? Greedy. He got very greedy by not using his telekinesis on the Mirana after the RP, allowing the Mirana to use. Then he's just standing there looking to lift. And he just left
look at that. The roar, the long range arrow, and the kill onto Cat. Mini with the Essence Ring.
Can he get a kill?
He's going to get away from here. He's got the axes. The defense of the base. The wild axes of Rubik, but it's a DD Juggernaut that's just dismantled your buildings. And the long range Primal Spring gets the Monkey King out with the base too. A 20k lead now though for BINOMISTAS. And I don't know, from the end of the draft until now, it really just had an awkward feel to it, where G-Pride have struggled to really accomplish anything with the heroes they've got.
See, G-Pride, you know, they went for the 5-head plays, right? The 5-head draft, but their teammates were just not on top of things.
Overthinking.
Yep.
Not sure yourself. And now, catching Rubik with an arrow after Yules. No, it hits the Viper instead. That's a big kill if they can go and get him. No, Tau. BKB and Pike. Leaping forward though, Monkey King under the Moonlight Shadow. Wants Dismar here with a Boundless and the leap of the Primal Spring, but he's already rolled himself up to the high ground. And look at Cat's positioning. He wants a Blink RP. He gets cleaved on by the Juggernaut, so Blink on cooldown for a sec. And move on to Viper though, he's roared and slain. Mini just picks off the mid-Viper instantaneously. The RP there onto Benny's Juggernaut, but no one to follow through. Now the Overgrowth from the Treant holds him in place as Cat crumbles. Sexy Fat dealing with his arduous Phantom Lancer, and Benny just spins into him. You can doppelganger all you want, but Phantom Lancer's down with no buyback. A 5-man wipe for the BINOMISTAS, and it feels like the game is just about to end.
Yep. At this point, they don't have any, tank ability on their heroes. Juggernaut has all-farmed you. You can't stay in the fight and do anything, to be fair.
You got a Demon Edge on your PL. And Treant.
Demon Edge and Aether Lens. 0 stats.
Yeah, GG called. BINOMISTAS. First series win. In a very interesting game to round it out in this best of 3.
Gary, I just saw Viper max Nether Toxin, then a PL by Aether Lens after Manta when he's behind, a Rubik who refuses to click spells because he's greedy,